Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. This is the October 8th, 2024 band parent meeting here at Hilltop High School. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for those who are here online and here live. Today, we're coming back from band camp. So we have some exhausted kids, and thank you to all the parents who pick them up and drop them off every single day of band camp. Here's some big shout outs. One, thank you so much to Jessie for raising a total of $440 from the two football games through her jewelry store. Thank you. Thank you. The band and color guard have learned movement 1 and 2 and will soon get to see movement 3. Students survived band camp. And then I want to thank also everyone that participated in the cookie dough fundraiser. Our final earning was $3,438.50. Thank you so much to all that participated. It definitely is going to go into helping the band. I also must give a special thanks and shout out to the following people. Thank you to all the parents that volunteered and watched their kids perform this last Thursday during the band family performance, and on Friday, the football game. Thank you to Lene Moreno, the Gonzalez family, Sadie's family, to Monica and Aaron Hurd, Adriana Gomez, Rosemary Ramirez, and Jesse Glantz for feeding the kids. Thank you so much. I call me very worried that I wasn't sure if I can feed all these numbers, but thank you for stepping up, and thank you to all that supported them when they asked for Venmo during Band Dab. Then I want to give a special shout out to thank you to Ricardo Adame, Jesus Roche, Oscar Salas, and Aaron Hurd for beginning the creation of the Pandora box. Thank you, thank you. Then now let us begin. Today we're only going to talk about two things: band competitions and band boosters. I want to take my time with this one. However, it's really tough for me to explain what happens in a band competition. It can really only be felt. It can only be experienced when the day comes. So if you are a parent who has definitely been with us, it would be wonderful if you would come in, as we now have new parents who are wondering, how do these competitions work? What do I have to do? Any experienced parents that went to these competitions, if you join us, even just to help those parents instead of just actually chaperoning, it would be a big help. So what is competition events? So let me be clear. Competition events are the main events of marching band. Here, students compete with other schools in their division to make spot for first place. While trophies are good, it really is the goal for the band to just put forth their best effort and learn from the judges and scores. It is always tradition that we compete in 3 of them, as 3 puts us into the spot to go into championships, or what they call into ranking into the grid. But with that being said, the competitions do require a lot of people. Now, here's the basics of what we need. One is we may need a pickup truck to pull a 20-foot trailer with equipment. Thank you to Oscar Salas, who has been donating his time as well as his 20-foot outside trailer. He is available for almost everything, but if anyone there has a pickup truck that can carry something of that size and has a um, hitch and a connection, we could use your help if the emergency arises that Oscar cannot come. We will need 5 chaperones on the bus to follow us with medical equipment and water. Legally, I must have one parent per 10 students when we do these trips. So any chaperone, I will need your help and to follow us along. I will need 8 field volunteers to help set up the Pandora box and the sound equipment. If you saw us on the Thursday and Friday game, you notice me and the percussion students were just rushing on in as we have a time limit to put everything in. For actual competitions, we do need actual people carrying heavy stuff like the speakers, the speaker stand, and then helping it transfer the connection to the kids as they know where everything should be. If we also will need someone to help pick up and drop off a generator. We are renting generators from the Eastlake Home Depot. Unfortunately, the one near Costco doesn't have the particular one we need. So if anyone is able to pick up these, we'll of course obviously already pay for it. It just will need to be picked up and dropped off back at the same place. This one's actually a new one. Because of Mount Carmel, we're going to be there for a pretty long time. If anyone has any tarps or any old rugs not being used, we want to make sure that the kids stay in their bibs, which is the black overalls. But of course, they can't just sit down anywhere. They do need to sit down on something proper. So if anyone has large tarps or rugs that they may donate or may just let us use for competition day, it would be greatly helpful for us. And lastly, a breakfast and lunch bag to keep up their strength. As of right now, I cannot tell you what exact times there are of when what we exactly need. I could say that Mount Carmel, in particular, we may definitely need to give them a breakfast, as usually their parade competitions is in the mornings. The lunch ones is still underway, as we don't know when the actual the field competition part of it will be taking place. These are some of the things that we need. If anyone wants to volunteer, please scan this QR code and look at the bottom of the description below to sign up now for at least the spots of chaperone and field worker. If you have, let's say, a tarp or have a truck, please message me on my email or through Band App if you're part of Band App. Here's a small little update about shoes, jackets, and polos. We have currently those that ordered the shoes. We have sent them out to all students, even if your student did not pay for it. If by the end of the season that they don't pay for it, we'll simply just take it and use it as um backup shoes. But we most definitely want to have your students keep these shoes for years to come. Now, I will have to disclose this. I know a lot of you have been asking what happened to the polos, what happened to jackets. Well, the reality is that it is usually banned to help lower the cost. So we have a little bit money to help pay for that. That way, students and families don't have to pay the full amount of these jackets and polos. However, because we had to emergency buy some instruments and rent them out, we unfortunately fell short. So it really is thanks to those that participate in the Cookie Dough fundraiser that we're now able to turn in that money and then complete the order for the jackets and polos. My hope is that you'll at least see it by November if everything and the timing goes well. Let me stop right there and go back to the competitions. Is there anyone that has any questions up there on the chat? Does anyone have any questions on in the chat about competitions? Welcome to those that have joined. Again, it's really hard to explain, really, to feel yourself into it. Like the moment we come here to class, here right in the room, check attendance, check equipment, and then put everything inside in onto the trailer, get all the bodies and instrument on the buses, and then go to the buses. Then we go to our allotted standby area where we get to change, set up equipment, where the percussion goes off a separate way, the band gets into uniform and goes off the separate ways. Then we go to different warm-up areas. We move around campus until we finally hit ourselves right into the field, and then it's showtime. It really is a wonderful time where parents, you really are part of it, because the students mentally are just getting ready for that show. They are not going to be able to do most of the things needed, and they need your help. So parents, I would love to see you to enjoy the time at the band competitions. Last one for the agenda is band booster program. So let me preface this. To those who do not know what a booster program is. A booster program is essentially a parent organization with an actual tax ID, and the organization has a 501c3, claiming them to be a charitable nonprofit organization. This actually has happened back in the past. Hilltop High School, for a very long time, had a booster program, actually starting back in the 60s. It was on and off, but the final time that the booster program and the tax ID was used was 2013. And 2013 was actually the year the band shut down due to directors and to moving people. So, with that being said, it is time we really start thinking about creating a booster program or a parent organization with a nonprofit tax ID for this program. What are the pros? The pros is we get our own tax ID and we get our own bank account. So we currently have a bank account under the Hilltop High School Associated Student Body, the ASB, and we have a trust, a small pocket that is for band. The good thing about that is it's secured by the Hilltop High School. The con about that is it takes a lot of time to get money going, meaning the students have to hold a council meeting, finish paperwork, send paperwork to ASB, wait till ASB actually has their meeting to approve. Once they approve, they have paperwork to which then they need to get it approved by principal and certain parties, which takes another week. And then we are able to create a purchase order. By then, 2 to 3 weeks have passed. And of course, vendors are like, oh, of course you wanted to do that purchase. If we have our own bank account, we right away make the purchase. Or we actually have a Venmo or a booster credit card to which can be used and managed by a treasurer and president. A booster program can also offer more cohesive parental experience. Because we don't have a group that has to meet. If we create a booster program, we are mandated to always meet once a month. Like there must be a chartering body. We must make decorum, meaning there must be more than half of the current signed up body of parents that come. We actually have to make minutes that become legal documents. So this does make parents that, hey, there is now a organization allowing you to be a part of your student's musical experience. This band booster program will be run by parents, but it must also have student feedback. Otherwise, why would we do it at all? Boosters is supposed to be supporting the kids. This is also for me. It should less the director's worries about financial and event coordinations. The more the band booster could do, the more I can focus on the music making for the kids. For example, fundraising and money. I really should not be in charge of money, like just flat out. Money should be uh, coordinated by the students' treasury as well as a parent versed in coordinating and making spreadsheets. I've had to do both and working with students who don't know how budgeting works, and we've survived as much as we can now. But I do need those people who have that experience to help out. Now, there are some cons to the booster program. One, progress can take up to a year to start. The problem is IRS. We simply turn in the paperwork and we wait for them to approve, or at least in this case, reinstate our old tax ID. There is a potential for a yearly audit, of course, as one does when we have an organization. And we must follow strict rules between the program, the booster, the district, and our ASB. So while we do have some autonomy, there will be set rules that must be set between me and the booster program and ASB and the district. The gist of it is this: we need the following. One is reinstate our tax ID number. We have a number. It's still in the database, and by what our IRS says, it technically wasn't shut down. It simply was not filed again. Every year you must file it again, but it's been 11 years. So I am not particularly sure if IRS just doesn't update their website and we have to start anew, or maybe it's that simple. We just ask to reinstate and there's less paperwork for us. That being said, that person needs to also sign up at pay.gov, a government controlled website which does payments. And as much as I was about to put in my school one, I shouldn't put my school one. I should be putting a designated band parent treasurer, or if we can create it, a band booster email or Gmail. Lastly, we need charting members and to look over a charter. We actually have a charter. I actually kind of updated the old 70s charter into what it is now, having a little bit more leniency and open mindedness, so allowing more people to help, and a little bit more specific jobs So that way, people don't think that's just about a president, treasurer, and secretary. We need someone in charge of fundraising. We need someone in charge of maybe daily emails to parents. We need someone to just maybe keep history, take the pictures for the kids, and keep it documented for years to come. So, with that being said, due to the extensive nature of this, I seriously need a parent to take point in getting all the details and instruction from IRS. I cannot do this at all this semester, and as much as I'll try the next semester, it probably will fall through as usual. So if you are a parent out there who has either this kind of experience or the time to do some research and talk with IRS, I will most graciously need that help. As if we can get this band booster program running, this will help the entire program past even me. So long as we maintain it, and so long as parents see the value and the community sees the value of always having a band, they have to play. We had Mr. Aaron Hurd. He was just saying that he didn't realize in his younger age that the band just plays football games. Well, they have to play at football games. That's the mentality that I hope this community sees. Hilltop must have a band. There must always be music. There must always be concerts, and this band booster can help with that. So if anyone is interested, please message me on Band app or email me. Write this email right over here or description below. Are there any questions? I know this is a lot, and for some, you may not know what boosters is. Is there any questions out there? Very good. What's nice is for charting members, I spoke to some alumni of a school, and they said, "Yeah, sure, we'll sign it." So we don't need parental families. We can actually call in alumni, so long as they're able to make once a month meetings and help make decorum. They can help. Alumni can actually be a part of helping the band. Lastly, guys, I thank you for your time. We are still in need of a band parent president, secretary, and treasurer. So if anyone is interested, at least here live, you can please stay upon and we're actually going to have a quick meeting. If you're watching this video and we're interested in one of these three positions, please email me right away down below or message me. That way we can just have a one-on-one talk and get you caught up into what other things are needed and what the exact jobs are. The only prerequisite, other than fulfilling your duty as a band parent, a president, secretary, treasurer, is that we'll meet 1 week before the meeting. That way we kind of know what we're going to talk about, and just in case I miss anything. Oh, there you go. Please stick around this meeting to learn more if you are interested. Here are some upcoming events. I know you're itching to see what we have. We, of course, have this Friday a football game with a call time of 5 p.m. We will have another football game on October 18th next week. We will then, on October 24th, have something called Lights On After School. This one formerly was called another name, but this is a quick performance to help highlight all the after-school programs here at Hilltop High School. So the band will perform roughly between 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. It will be a polo event, comes in a little relaxed, and then the kids can actually enjoy the event after that. October 26th is Mount Carmel Field Tournament. The time is still to be determined, but it will be an all-day affair. November 1st, football game. November 7th, East Lake Field Tournament. November 9th, Chula Vista Field Tournament. And November 21st, band pageant. If you are interested in keeping updated to all of our practices and events, please scan above. Basically for iPhone, one side, and for the other phones, the other side. Forgive me, I couldn't find a way to meld both. They just had to be different. If you're interested in signing up for all events this semester, please scan this QR code or look for the link down below in the description. Lastly, if you want to stay up to date, please join our Band Parent Band app by scanning this QR code so that you're able to communicate not only to me, but to other parents. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or please check up our Facebook and Instagram and you can message us there. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. I hope to see you all there. That being said, thank you everyone. Thank you for all watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye. It is? Oh, really?